Wait, did I need to do that? Yes. I don't care. I literally do not care. I cannot in good conscience keep a run where I do that, you know? You know, after all the shitty mid-airs that I had attempting the, to get the gold bolt there, of course I have, like, the greatest mid-air that I've ever had and overshoot the ship, you know? Typical. Oh, that's like Google AI telling you. I want a side flip. Alright, it was still fast. Do I need that money? I don't know, but I'm gonna get it anyway. That's good. It's real good. Now, I think before most of you got here, I think I said Kerwan is like that old friend that you love dearly, but you also wonder why you still hang out with this person. Oh my god, the 50s. I'll be honest, I don't have time to read that right now.
Ratchet. Okay.
Nice. Okay. All right, we're good. Wait, you asked it to download the source code? Oh, wait. Oh, it does use some kind of weighted mean. Okay. Whoop. Can I just, like, get the infobot, please? Wow. This was a lightning fast Kurwan, by the way, and like it just feels bad losing 2-3 seconds to just another missed midair. Of course it was. .252 at the reload's really good though. Right, okay, so the more recent... That makes sense. That makes sense. It probably is just some kind of decay where it's like, you know, the weighting factor, they probably just like do some kind of multiplier every time. I don't know why I jumped. Of course. Alright, well, it was really good, and now I'm on pace for normal cycle, most likely. You probably dry your hair before going to bed. Money's insane again. Really? No, of course not. Well, listen, it was a really good first half. Normal cycle second half. And my money is insane again. So, you know, that's fine by me. Saving a bit of time. And money's good. You dyed it at 1 a.m. I mean, I guess if you know you're not going to be going to bed for a little while, I suppose it doesn't really matter. I wasn't trying to bonk there. I think that's my new strat now. I think that has to be my new strat on Eudora, is instead of trying to midair in this precise angle that lands on that little upper platform, but not in the hole or around the ledge, just like purposely do the midair further right, and then you can just midair or side flip back onto the ledge very easily. Now, why did you not ledge grab? Nice. Right, you intended at 9 p.m. Yeah. Nice. Give me this. Oh, come on, dude. Is that really necessary, frogs? I hate this clip. I hate it so much. Dude, I'm getting such rotten luck with the ammo right now on this planet. Oh my god, what the hell happened to the bomb throw? Whoop. Oh my god, I actually get more from these ones though. Nice. Didn't want ammo anyway? No, not really. Too much ammo means Ratchet is carrying too much extra weight and that slows him down, right? That's how it works. I'm pretty sure. Right, yeah. I mean, you saw him in that cutscene when he buys the Rhino. He's like, oh my god, it's so heavy. And then he's just walking around with it like it's nothing. Nice. Nice blark. That is the reason we don't buy very many weapons in this run. You know, we go just with the... Oh. I'm like being overly cautious now. God, I hate this game. That's not true. I love this game. But it's just, I sense my expectations are starting to creep back in. You know? I'm thinking of like, I should be not making those mistakes. Hello, hello. I don't know if I should just call you Scream. I almost forgot to load in the textures there. Dana? I'll try to remember that. Hope you're doing well, though. I'm just playing some Ratchet and failing to get past... Where am I going? Failing to get past Gaspar. But, you know, that's pretty typical. Be losing... Well, I'm definitely losing time. We'll see. Rewarding yourself with a Twitch stream. Well, that's fair enough. You're studying biomed something? Gosh, that is scary. Camera, I don't like what you're doing right now. Okay, not too bad. Biotech. I mean, even with PB is fine here. I might be going into the red a little bit on Battaglia because I had a strong one in PB, but then I got so much time to save in the following two, so we're chilling. No dyeing your hair? That's fair enough. I do want those though. Alright, yeah, 35. It's a good haul of bolts. Okay, I don't know what is going on here, but we're just gonna go for a midair. It's gonna be good. I had no neutral speed. Whew, this is almost as crazy as the money from that first run. I didn't think that was gonna hit. Lots of ammo too. It's looking good. Please, Ratchet. You're supposed to stop. Right there. Thank you. What, for every like swing where I had to go up and readjust, what is that, like 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds? So just from that, I'll be, you know, losing all the time. Really? You're gonna end on a side flip? I disagree. I completely disagree with that. I've said it before though, Battaglia is one of those splits. A lot of little things can go wrong and all of a sudden you lose. Like, that felt like a totally fine Battaglia. It felt like a good Battaglia, and somehow my gold split is 12 seconds, 14 seconds faster than that. I don't understand. Half of that time is just from wrench swinging and falling instead of wrench swinging and stopping at the ledge. Oh, vital mistakes. Oh my god, we actually made all 3 clips first try. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, Jesus! Okay, so that's similar to missing a clip there. What happened there was not the D-pad, but the analog stick getting stuck in the down position. Anyway, this is gaining tons of time over PB, so we're chilling. All right, chat. Can I make a pact with you right now? no matter what happens on Gaspar, I will complete this run. Because I want to get past Gaspar. I want to play the mid to late game. Oh my god, the dogs! Get out of here, dude! Oh, this is so bad. Did you, like... And now because I'm on 2 HP, I have to be very careful here and, like, kill those guys before coming in because I cannot afford to take damage now because I need to be on full health. So it's even more time lost than you think it is, you know? It's borderline. This is good. Beautiful. Yeah, a little silly with the dogs there, but we take it. Trying to think. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Right around here. Beautiful. How much ammo do I have? Did anyone check? Oh, that's silly. Alright. Not the most fantastic of gas bars, just because of what happened with the dogs, but hey. 30 seconds plus ahead of PB is never a bad thing. I seem like a very positive guy. That means a lot. That really means a lot. It does. It doesn't always feel that way. Let me put it that way. Okay, bombs. You can lock onto that if you really want to. No, there have definitely been some, and like just within the context of speedrunning, I mean, you know, forget about the rest of life. There have definitely been some days of doing runs where like things aren't going well, and I'm starting to get frustrated, and I'm just not having a good time. Oh, I guess we don't get a third round there, but that's alright. But I do try to remind myself that, you know, the whole point here is that I'm playing a video game that I enjoy, right? So, I mean, a couple weeks ago, I don't remember now, it must have been a couple weeks ago. You always enjoy your time here? Wow, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Can you die? Bruh. Okay. I think it was a couple weeks ago where I was having one of those days on stream where, like, really, just things weren't going well. I was not playing well. I wasn't having fun. And at some point, I recognized what was happening, and I'm just like, you know, I make a mistake somewhere, and I'm just like, I'm not having fun, so I'm just gonna stop with all of this speed running, and I just, you know, moved on to some casual game. Money's looking great. Hey, what's going on, Alakine? So I usually look, like I usually want 5,000 coming off of that raft, and I've got 5,500 there, so I'm looking real good on money. Ammo is looking fantastic as well. The time isn't amazing, but acceptable. I wasn't sure I was making it through there. Whoop. Can I press start, please? Okay. Not loving this. Extra few seconds there, but that's alright. That's alright. I've got way too much ammo. Ratchet's really gonna be slowed down now. You do that when hitting roadblocks, studying? Yeah, no, that's huge. Studying in particular, like, you don't want to... I've seen it happen, man. I've seen people burn themselves out on studying, and then they've got no energy left for the test, and, like, they don't do any better than they would have if they had just, like, you know, studied less with more breaks. Whoops. That was silly. Let me get a better ground pound cancel there. Good. In writing or other artistic or creative works, I could see that for sure. You know, I can definitely see people getting into the into that vicious cycle of like, I'm kind of struggling with the creative process, and that struggle stresses me out, which makes it more difficult to be creative, which makes you struggle even more. Like, you gotta take a step back from it sometimes, you know. You know, and it doesn't have to be something, you know, in an artistic field, you know. Any skill that you're trying to develop. If I had money, I wouldn't work, yeah. Alright. Those 3 mid-airs are so much easier than the 2 mid-airs on gas bar. Let me get into the ship though. Gaining a little bit of time. You'd be stressed about living if not for your parents? Well, let me be happy for you that you seem to have great parents, because that certainly goes a long way, and sadly not everyone has that privilege, I guess. Oh, come on. I might only be able to take 1 damage. Oh, okay. Alright. So I lost a cycle on the platform going up and down, but I did take 3 damage, which saves back, you know, a little bit of that time. Except for the fact that all of these guys are so far away, so never mind. Oh no! That's my fault. Alright, let's not do that again. Thank you. High ship is fine. I'm used to it at this point. You can still get a good fight with high ship. Right, because once you get into these phases or this part of it, you were supposed to die. Please? Hoven, please. Alright. Reasonable fight. Reasonable fight. Minus, or plus, I guess, I want to say 8 seconds or so. I have an idea. I'm gonna go straight here because my money is already good enough. So hopefully that'll save me a couple of seconds. I don't need the, you know, those exploding crates up top. All I need is 4,000. Damn. I thought Hoven was going to be a split where I can save some time. And I'm like, yeah, sure, 8 seconds, but... yes, French Canadian, and I've just finished my my teacher. Well, it was a few months ago now, back in April. I finished my teacher's education to become a teacher, and I did that degree in French, so I could work in the French schools. Oh, don't do that, please, Ratchet. God. This is such a bad idea. Oh, I'm already lined up poorly. Oh my god, I actually made it. There is no way I was supposed to make that. That was such a bad idea for me to go for it. I must have gotten that by like a pixel, man. Because once Ratchet, like once he finishes that long jump animation, he starts dropping really fast. You know, like there's no margin once he stops. Was it clutch or was it luck? Call it 40 seconds ahead of PB, all the same. Nice, making it straight up onto the wall. Come on, Ratchet. Ratchet, what are you doing? Thank you. There we go. You understand it pretty well, but conversationally weak. I don't know to what extent that you feel that way versus me. I kind of feel the same way in some respects, where like I went to school in French, like primary and secondary school was all in French, and speak to me in French and I'll no problem understanding. Speaking French myself is usually no issue. The problem though is twofold. First of all, growing up, the only people I would ever speak French to were my dad, his parents, and my teachers. In the schoolyard, always English. With my friends, it was always English. Entertainment was always in English. So I wasn't using my French in every conceivable context. And there's certain topics that I've just like types of conversations that I've just never had in French. And so my vocabulary is fairly weak, I find. And like I'm trying to have a conversation. Hold on. I had to count there. I'm trying to have a conversation in French, and half the time I'm just like stumbling over my words, and like I just don't know what word I'm supposed to use here. Or like I know that there is a word for this thing, but I don't know what it is until someone like refreshes my memory. Oh my gosh, I wasn't sure I was getting that ledge grab. Where am I? There I am. My money's really good, by the way. Like, still. I am not going to take the risk this time. I'm just going to open the PDA one more time. I'm tired of losing 30 seconds by, like... Oh, come on, don't do that. By, like, overestimating how far forward I am. With your cartoony vocabulary? Well, no one's ever accused me of that. Alright, probably losing a little bit of time. Oh, not that much, actually. Nice. Now, my accent in French kind of exists in this weird limbo where, like, I grew up in British Columbia, in Canada, where there are, frankly, very few French speakers. I went to school in French there, but there's no, at least not as far as I could tell. Yeah, I thought I was taking damage there. Taking damage there probably loses like 4 seconds at least. So yeah, in BC, there's not that many French speakers, to the point where like there's not really a Franco-BC community with its own special dialects and stuff and culture the way there is in Ontario, for example, right? Ontario is minority French speakers, but there are enough of them in large enough clusters that there is a Franco-Ontarian culture. No such thing going on in BC, not really. Oh fuck, where am I going? That's the other Quartu, my friend. The other Quartu. So, I grew up around French speakers from all over the place, right? A lot of my classmates were from Quebec, or like some of them were from Quebec, some were from like a lot were from families of immigrants that spoke French as like a second language, where like their first language was maybe like Farsi, or tons where their first language was English, and frankly they weren't speaking French that well. But let me get this out now that I'm thinking about it. And then as far as my family, my grandma was from Quebec. My grandpa was from Prince Edward Island, so he was like Acadian French. My dad was born in Ontario, but for several years when he was a child, the family lived in Europe. And so there's a strong European influence in the French that I learnt from him, basically, you know? And the part that's kind of like really funny to me is that my Canadian, you know, French speakers, Canadian French-speaking friends, I should say, they hear the European influence in the way I speak French. Now, to be clear, I very much do not speak like a Parisian or like someone from Brussels or something. But that influence is still there in the way I speak French, right? And my friends who are French Canadian, they hear it and they pick up on it. But then if I actually speak to someone, oh, come on, game, why are you making me miss this flip? When I speak to someone who's actually from France, like I've literally been made fun of before because to them my accent was just like so ridiculously weird and Canadian. Chinatown type communities, yeah. I mean, it's the same kind of thing, I suppose. Well, no, I'm thinking of something different now. But you know, languages evolve and change all the time, right? So immigration happens, and all of a sudden you get two populations or more of native speakers of a certain language that are no longer communicating with one another on a regular basis, right? And so those languages are going to start to diverge, and within like a generation, it's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. No, I need you to die. I need you to die so that you don't shoot me while I'm trying to flip here. Alright, well, this wasn't like the most fantastic of fleets. My gold on fleet is like really strong, and what I got in my PB was almost as strong. So like I'm not upset with this fleet, you know. A couple little mistakes here and there. Missed the flip twice, which is annoying, but we live with it. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's why North American English, of which there are many varieties, is very different from the various British dialects, or English dialects, I should say, that are spoken on the British Isles, which are different from the dialects spoken in Australia, and in India, and in Africa, you know? That was really dumb of me. I was supposed to... Oh, why would you always... I always miss this SI first try. So annoying. I was trying to pull out the bomb glove early there instead of just, you know, hyper striking like I was supposed to get over the wall. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, and same with Spanish and Portuguese and any language that involved people, you know, immigrating or conquering in some cases, of course. Okay. Let's have a good giant Clank fight, shall we? Took an extra second there to line up, but that's fine. Oh, right. Nice. Alright, what's my money like? Yep, an explosion here. Okay, well, my money was totally fine going into the Clank fight, even like 100 bolts or more over than what I normally have. Right now, though, I'm like 200 bolts short from where I'd like to be. Minimum 200 short. What's going on, Gwen? Yeah. Unfortunate Quar 2 there. I'm not gonna buy ammo here because I'm afraid of being able to like really get enough money, you know, save myself the 100 bolts. And there are places, mostly on Iridia, where I can collect plenty of ammo. The PS3 is very much the optimal console and the optimal version of the game to run on. And I do play this game on PS3. Okay, there's one drop. I need 4 total. There's 2 drops. Why PS2 though is because when I first started learning the speed tech for this game, the PS2 is all I had access to, and so I kind of, you know, this is what I started on. Can I make it? Yes, I can. Okay, money's good. I needed some extra bolts though, and it might not have been good with if I had bought the ammo. Right, so, you know, PS2 was the console that I started running this game on, and I still feel kind of attached to it in some ways, and sub-hour is just such a, it would be such a cool thing to accomplish on PS2, you know? That's how I feel about it anyway. Okay, probably losing, am I losing? Well, I didn't have a fantastic Novalis, so maybe I'm not losing that much time. I'm actually gaining a bit. Good. Rack 190% this Friday or Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. All right, Iridia is an important split, and it's very, very easy to lose time here. Let's not do what I did last run and press triangle while I'm right next to the ship. Whoop. Okay, I just wanted to double check how much ammo I had on the blaster. I need 2 more ammo drops. Come on. And of course none of those are blaster. Each of them is going to be 50-50. Whoa, 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 get out of here. Okay, we just made it. I saw I was very close to the edge there, too close to be able to get a midair. And neutral long jumping over the mud is dangerous because you really want that extra height. You really, really want that extra height. So all it means is that I'm gonna just take a couple extra seconds to come down here, get the ammo that I need. Whoa, Jesus! Let's be careful and not jump into the void, or into the mud rather. Nice. Okay, so I definitely took a little bit of extra time on this split just getting some extra money, or sorry, extra ammo. But overall, the split went pretty well. You know, plus 10 compared to gold is fine on Iridia. No issues. Alright, well, we definitely have a chance. Gotta have a good Kalibo, though. Gotta have a good rest of the run. I don't have that much time to play with. I hope this is good. Oh yeah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Really don't want to open the PDA more than I need to, you know? So here, I think we do one more side flip. Gosh, the car's just getting in the way there. Second half here of Kalibo definitely has a big potential to lose time if something doesn't go quite right, and it's literally just based on oh, that is the wrong, there we go. I don't like this. Yeah, so I would have loved to keep more of my momentum there so that I can just like make it here and then, you know, continue with some neutral speed all the way out to here, but it's fine. Might lose a couple seconds, I'm not really sure. Gotta get that extra bonk in for the fans, right? Alright, well, we got a chance. I'm warming up my hands right now by sitting on them, because my god, my hands are cold. Doesn't bode well for ILJs, eh? Nah, should be fine. Okay, not a fan. Not a fan of that opening at all. Right away, that's like a solid at least 10, maybe 15 seconds down the drain. One more time, eh? Hair's looking good, nice. Glad to hear it. Let's pull the swing shot out. I know my ammo's good. I'm supposed to give you a swing shot. I do a very quick double jump there because you can actually wall jump on the inside of the wall, and I don't want to do that. .203 at the grab is decent. Is decent. And I know I have way more. Come on, get some height. Get some height. Nah, I didn't get the height. That's fine. Still got a decent little mini chain there. I know I've got like double the amount of money that I really need. I ended up with a lot of backup bolts there at the end. So even if something goes wrong where like I take damage at the wrong moment, I'll still be able to beat Drek. And frankly, I'm not looking at the timer right now, and I don't even know off the top of my head how much time the Drek fight normally takes. I notice I'm a little higher than I normally am, so already that's another few seconds lost. You know, going for an extra side flip that I didn't need or something like that. Okay, Doombots are not great, but whatever. Oh, come on. Someone ping Kank on Discord, this is the sub hour. I'm not celebrating until I see the check mark.
Félicitations. À présent que le compte du président Drake est clôturé, tu es le meilleur client de Gadgetran. Nous avons de nouveaux articles à te proposer. Consulte le nouveau menu surprise. Si tu le souhaites, tu peux entamer une nouvelle partie avec toutes les armes et tous les boulons dont tu disposes.
We did it.
Aussi reprendre la dernière partie que tu